Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny is back for episode number 154 of SKYDUDE. Today we're going to be the west coast of France, and I found out we're going to be flying over ASOBO Studios at Bordeaux. I had no idea that that's where they were. I wanted to go to Bordeaux anyway, you know, just for the wine. While we're here, right? And, yeah, and when I was looking at the map and looking at things that are going to come up on our journey today, and I saw ASOBO Studios, that's very cool. I can't wait to see what the building looks like. Hopefully it's going to look fantastic. Hopefully they've hand modeled that one. All right, well, while I get settled in and get us settled in and finalize a couple of things before we take off, please enjoy this short and wonderful tune from Arthur Yoria called Maybe. I made a SKYDUDE inspired little video for it last night. It's not much. It's just me fooling around. But anyway, it's on my channel now as a little flight sim video for this tune. I need to describe that very well. All right, I will be right back. Stand by. Oh, now where's the volume? Here. Let me pause that. For some reason, over there, I'm trying to play it from YouTube Creator, the Creator track. It just doesn't seem to be very loud. So make sure the first thing is working. Here's all of our volume levels. OBS. Yeah, I think it's just YouTube. Well, I've got a good copy of it right here. Okay, now let me finalize some stuff. That happened. Oh no, everything's off. It's nuts.
Sunny day, slight breeze, bills are paid. Sky blue, then suddenly bad news. So much for pleasure, so much for leisure. One step towards and two away from the treasure. Up from the rubble, a beautiful bubble. Now here comes a brand new burst of trouble. But maybe if I could see it coming, maybe I could avoid it. Maybe if I could be more pliant, maybe I'd be more important. I'd be more important.
Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather
Just
is
me and you, then we see.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite pilot is working.
And improved, so we choose. So
Good day,
much
pilot.
for
We have a
pleasure,
lot of excited
so much
passengers
for
ready to board
leisure.
today.
One
Let me
step
know when you are ready,
towards and
sir.
two away from the treasure. Up from the rubble, a beautiful bubble. Now here
Pilot from
comes a
dispatch.
brand
Boarding
new
passengers,
burst of
please stand by.
trouble. But maybe if I could see it coming, maybe I could avoid it. If I could be more pliant, maybe I'd be more important. I'd be more important. I'd be more important. there's only one door. If I could see it coming, I could avoid it. If I could be more pliant, I'd be more important. I'd be more important, maybe.
Isn't that fantastic? Loving that tune. Love it, love it. Okay, we pretty much have everything ready to go. And in the middle of the song, you may have heard the dispatcher in the background. So I've set us up with a job before getting going here. Get that out of the way. We are heading to LFBV, and we have, it is a passenger, one passenger, 141 miles. We'll get 10,193. So they need to get there, and they need to get there now. And I guess they're willing to pay really good money. So we have enough fuel. We can't do this now. We'll do it the next stop. We need to repair the aircraft hull. The engine's in good shape, so I must have dinged it up a little bit on one of our landings. That would be typical of me. Okay. One more thing. Have you ever been a DJ? There's nothing worse than feeling like it's too quiet, that you've got no bed music underneath you. It's just so uncomfortable. What? Sorry. Just got one of my monitors up and running again today. Okay. All right. Everything's in the GPS. The GPS is set. Let's set for 3,000 feet minimum. We don't have any wind data at the moment. There's that. Check ATIS. They don't got anything for us. All right. Well, we don't have to worry about that then. Set this for nav. Set this for flight level change. And we're off. So, make yourself comfortable back there. Sit anywhere you want. It's just you and that other passenger that we have. Help if I took the brake off, right? Boy, she wants to take off early. She just wants to go. Oh.
Have a safe trip. We hope you enjoyed your stay here.
Let me get the
Look forward to welcoming you back soon.
the autopilot engaged and get us set here, and then I'll open up the chat and see if anybody's there saying hello. Sorry, I'm just getting to it now. So autopilot, flight level changes on. It's turning to nav. Very nice. Climbing to 3,000. And Now I can go to live streaming and see if anybody's there. Nope, but if you are going to be there, I'm going to pop out the chat now. Hey, make it easy on me, please. Please, please, please make it easy for me to subscribe to you. If you subscribe to me, it may take a little while for the computer to recognize it, then it show up in the dashboard. It could show up even a day or more later. It's not an immediate thing sometimes. And then when it shows me that you've subscribed, I have to go to your channel and then subscribe to you that way. It's so much easier if you just say hi in the chat room. That immediately gives me the option to click on your name and go to channel right there in the chat room. And then just click subscribe. So much easier. So please don't be a stranger. If I haven't subscribed to you and you're stopping in, please, 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 please say hello. Don't be embarrassed. And it doesn't matter if you have any content or not. We all start somewhere. Everybody needs a subscriber, right? Where's my bed music? Yeah, there we go. All right. No, before we pop out and start relaxing, put it into cruise mode. Put the separator back in, Mr. Spock. Okay, bring the propeller down. We don't need max. Let's bring our conditioner, and it has nothing to do with hair. But if it did, we're cutting it in half. Cutting our conditioner use in half right there. Okay, we don't need our landing lights on anymore. Got our nav and our beacon and our strobe on. Everything's fine over here. Check our speed. And flaps up. 31.4 nautical miles to the first waypoint. $11.03 estimated to first waypoint. Okay. Now we can hop out and start enjoying things. Sorry about the last couple of days. It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. Personal life, and then YouTube really threw me for a loop yesterday, and I had to respond to them quickly and with some passion to try to well, it was a situation, and it's all resolved. And thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much for your understanding, for your forgiveness. So your compassion and your forgiveness. And I don't need to really say any more, I guess. What's he talking about? Thanking them for their compassion and forgiveness? What the heck did he do? What don't I screw up, right? So I don't know if some of these songs will work or not, but I'm now starting to figure out, well, I knew about creator music on YouTube, but I thought that every bit of it was, pay for licensing. But they are offering tracks that you can use for your live streams or videos that are, like that one May Be by Arthur Yoria, and a lot of the Brad Sucks tunes that I play on the show, they're all in the creator library. Not everybody shows up, which is the hardest thing, is you actually have to know the artist that you're looking for to find them, because they just don't normally show up. But if there's a creator out there that you know who's creating music and stuff, then always search the creator music if you have access, if you have that option. So one of them was Lemon Demon. Oh, before we do that, getting too excited about being back on the air today. find out where we are. Are we logged in? There we are. Okay, so we do have a few minutes before we get over there to ASOBO Studios. Wow, we were right there and we didn't see it. All right, so Lemon Demon, let me pull them up here in the creator music. And I remember this one from the very, very, very early days of YouTube. I've got to double check that the mixer's open right. Microsoft Edge is playing as loud as it is. Okay. Where in the world are the volume controls? How strange. Earlier when I was playing Arthur's stuff, I had a volume control. It's always something, isn't it? Well, let me see how this plays. That just sounds way too low.
There lived a merchant in the days of old, who is remembered for the things he sold. No silly trinkets, silver, bronze, or gold. So I'm told, so I'm told. He made a most delicious pumpkin pie, which he presented to the passers-by. Before the sunset, he'd be all but dry. Folks would buy the whole supply. He lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of
Pumpkin pie.
do not know his name, never say his name. He never wanted all the fame that came with pumpkin pie. Before you knew it, he was in full swing. His pumpkin pies became the next big thing. Soon he was called upon to feed the king, and they'd sing, feed the king. The pie of pumpkin filled the king with glee. He offered a castle for the recipe, but the merchant wouldn't even give it up for free. No, not he, no, not he. Hey, he lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of pumpkin pie. I do not know his name. He never wanted all the fame that came with pumpkin pie. The king was angry and he came unwound. He called his men and soon the merchant found himself in a torture chamber underground. Tied and bound, he sighed and frowned. And so they tortured him for night and day. They made him scream so much his hair turned gray. But as for the recipe, he would not say. They could not flay his pride away. He lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of pumpkin pie. I do not know his name. His name, he never wanted all the pain that came with pumpkin pie.
You wanna. So maybe it's on the home page somehow or another. The volume is set there, maybe. Yeah, somehow earlier when I was messing with it, it did have volume control. And then when I played something, I lowered it, and now there's no control to turn it back up. I don't understand. Your channel. This is a really interesting band, and when they have one of their they have one of their tracks available in Creator Music. Still, we have more time. Cradles by Suburban. Let me double check. That's the tune. Cradles, Suburban. Dramatic, dark, indie, alternative.
Once everything
See, that's loud.
perfectly organized, I'll start with
Do.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who
Bordeaux,
heard cries and watched
Bordeaux is a
me weep.
port city on the Garonne in the Gironde department in southwestern France. The municipality of Bordeaux proper has a population of 257,804. Bordeaux is the center of Bordeaux Metropole that has a population of 796,273, the fifth largest in France after Paris, Marseille, Lyon and Lille with its immediate suburbs and closest satellite towns. The larger metropolitan area has a population of 1,232,550. It is the capital of the Nouvelle-Aquitaine region, as well as the prefecture of the Gironde department. Its inhabitants are called Bordelais or Bordelaises. The term Bordelais may also refer to the city and its surrounding region. Being France's most prominent wine region, with €3.37 billion turnover, it is both the center of a major wine-growing and wine-producing region hosting the world's most renowned estates, and a prominent powerhouse exercising significant influence on the world's wine and spirits industry, although no wine production is conducted within the city limits. It is home to the world's main wine fair, Vinexpo, and the wine economy in the metro area takes in €14.5 billion each year. Bordeaux wine has been produced in the region since the 8th century. The historic part of the city is on the UNESCO World Heritage List as an outstanding urban and architectural ensemble of the 18th century. After Paris, Bordeaux has the highest number of preserved historical buildings of any city in France.
Wow. Well, that would be an opportune place to live, I think, if that's, you want to feel a little bit of that old world, right? I wasn't expecting that we were going to arrive at Bordeaux that fast. I'm sorry about that. I had to cut that music. And right ahead of us, according to this over here, is the ASOBO studio. So just move a tiny bit forward here and keep an eye on this thing. this thing will actually also let you play radio stations from around the world. But I can't do that because of, you know, those darn copyright rules. That is a nice bridge down there.
ASOBO Studio SAS is a French video game developer based in Bordeaux and founded in 2002. The studio is most known for developing video game A Plague Tale, Innocence, and the 2020 version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which you are, hopefully, playing currently. In 2002, 12 video game developers decided to work together. They bought the rights to the multiplayer PlayStation 2 game Super Farm and founded ASOBO Studio. Their first game was published in 2003 by Ignition Entertainment. During the following years, the studio developed several games for various platforms, until being chosen by publisher THQ to create the video game adaptation of Pixar film Ratatouille. ASOBO started increasing its growth speed, recruiting about 20% new employees a year, leading to 2 separate production lines. ASOBO was selected to develop the video game adaptation of Pixar's following films WALL-E and Up. During the 2008 Games Convention, the video game publisher Codemasters announced Fuel, a racing game developed by ASOBO Studio. Fuel was released in 2009 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and the PC. The studio worked on Connect Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure for Xbox 360 Connect between 2010 and 2012. The game features a scanning process, enabling the player to create their own Pixar avatar, looking like them. It features characters from Ratatouille, The Incredibles, Cars, Up, and Toy Story. The game was published by Microsoft and Disney Interactive Studios in March 2012. In 2014, ASOBO Studio partnered with Ubisoft to release Monopoly Family Fun Pack on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, including Monopoly Plus, My Monopoly, and Monopoly Deal, as well as the crew for Xbox 360. In 2016, ASOBO Studio partners with Microsoft again to release 2 games on HoloLens, Fragments and Young Conquer. Both games are available in the Developer Edition, released on March 30, 2016. ASOBO Studio was the first independent developer in holographic entertainment and won the 2016 French Video Game Creator Prize awarded by Syntec Numérique A and SNJV. In 2017, the studio announced A Plague Tale, Innocence, an adventure game, released for PC and consoles in 2019 and published by Focus Home Interactive. They also worked with Engine Software to develop Monopoly for Nintendo Switch, which came out later that year. Their latest release was Microsoft Flight Simulator, published on August 18, 2020 for Microsoft Windows. Many thanks for ASOBO and Microsoft for this amazing experience on behalf of the whole Microsoft Flight Simulator community.
Oh, truly, 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 truly. I can't begin to express my deep love and gratitude for the gentleman and everybody who is a part of ASOBO Studios that works on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think you are the bee's knees. I wonder how that term came to be, actually. I really don't know. All right. Let's see. That was neat, seeing the studio there. Okay, so I don't think now... There's the bridge that we saw. Play that real quick since we passed it. Or one of them.
Charbon-Delmas is a vertical lift bridge.
Oh, that's a different bridge.
Bordeaux, France. It was inaugurated on the 16th of March 2013 by President François Hollande and Alain Juppé, Mayor of Bordeaux. Its main span is 110 meters long and it is 77 meters high. As of 2013, it is the longest vertical lift bridge in Europe. When night falls, the bridge is illuminated and constitutes yet another beautiful facet of the Port of the Moon, to the delight of Bordeaux and photographers. The blue color of the pylons corresponds to high tide, whereas the green indicates low tide. It is named in honor of Jacques Bondelmas, a former Prime Minister of France and a former Mayor of Bordeaux.
Oh, the ports. No, the ports. Okay, that's another bridge. Oh, the fort's up ahead. Okay, yeah, nothing then between here and the next stretch. Okay, so let us get back into sightseeing mode. It's a decent view there. All right, and let's get back to that tune we were listening to. Suburban. The tune is Cradles. And we're 37 seconds into it.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on day. Dreams got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
I like it. I like it a lot. Let's head back over to creator music. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So they do offer free tracks. That's how I found that tune, Cradles. It's #1 right at the moment. So when you go to all tracks and the price is 0 and the license duration is forever, how can you not how can you pass that up? And I have found that you can sort things by genre, mood, whether it has vocals or not, beats per minute. That's a good one. I haven't tried doing that before. Beats per minute, but no matches found at 20 beats per minute. I want to slow it down. Okay, how about genre? Genre. Indie and alternative. That's usually my favorite, really. I mean, I do like rock, though. But that was kind of an indie alternative thing there. Haunted House, Neone Weakness. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it up. There is a young lady, Peggy. And the tune's called Flight Risk. That's what caught my eye. You know, anything with flying, I'm going to be looking for. So I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll give it a shot, you know. Listen to 30 seconds of it and see what we think, you know. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. Okay, so here's Flight Risk by Peggy. 136, 1 minute. Please learn how to speak. I had to pull an all-nighter last night, so I didn't want to admit that. But I am starting to make mistakes, and so I did want to put that little disclaimer in there. Because of the whole YouTube thing and working on other things, I just had to burn the midnight oil. Anyway, it's 36 minutes after the hour. You're watching Kineas, the Sky Dude, on YouTube, and we are traveling the west coast of France today. I need a bumper like Sky Dude. Let's go find
At King Soopers, the proven quality of...
Oh boy.
Please make sure your seatbelt is not fastened and do make yourself comfortable.
I've never been good at staying in place.
Are you there?
As soon as I land, I'm packing a new suitcase. One missing sock, travel shampoo. Every weekend, a different bedroom. How do I break it to you? I'm a flight risk. Don't know how you missed my name. No flight risk. But I'm not gonna miss my plane. Since the first date I was packing, left my luggage in the backseat of a taxi. No, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm a flight risk. Sometimes I feel a little bit lame, watching you stand alone at baggage claim. But I cut you a break by cutting you off, 'cause I got a discount on booking.com, and I'm gonna use it whether you like it or not. I'm a flight risk. Don't know how you missed my name. No flight risk. But I'm not gonna miss my plane. Since the first date I was packing, left my luggage in the backseat of a taxi. No, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm a flight risk. I'll be leaving soon as I verify my reasons. Promise I care. I'm just scared to let you see me like this. I'm a flight risk. Don't know how you missed my name. No flight risk. But I'm not gonna miss my plane. Since the first date I was packing, left my luggage in the backseat of a taxi. No, I don't know why I like this. I'm a flight risk.
Isn't that great? I loved it. Had a good beat and I could really bug out to it. I love it, man. I love it. Being a pilot, that's what I'm thinking about. And it's cool. The video that she does, it's, she's mostly a stewardess in the video going along with that flight thing as well. Fantastic. Peggy. So look for Peggy Flight Risk and subscribe to her channel. And tell her you love it and that you heard it on Kineas' SKYDUDE live stream. And he loves it too. Wow, look at that down there. Those are definitely man-made. All manicured waterways. They even got manicured sand pit over there. 42 minutes after the hour. Take a look at this. Coming up on this, what do they call these, promontories or isthmuses? So out here beyond this isthmus is a lighthouse. So we will keep our eyes open for a lighthouse up ahead. Not everything that you'd want to see is there. It's always nice when you see something, but it is being built. Building the perfect beast. That was a good tune by Don Henley, by the way. Building the Perfect Beast. That was a great album. Just, wow. There, I see something out there. Kind of make something out. I don't see anything sticking up into the air, but I see that patch of land out there. Early days still, this distance. Beyond the lighthouse, we're going to be just slightly turning north and making our way to the other shore over there and continuing north. Excuse me, get my coffee. Cheers. Let me grab my coffee. Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. Nice weather today. Doing a lot of yard work earlier. I'm going to need Ben Gay tonight. It was never anything to snicker about when you would say Ben Gay up to this age. The 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. You said, man, I need some Ben Gay. People are like, yeah, I get it, man. And now, you say Ben Gay and some of these people, they don't know what that is. And they might get the wrong impression. So I don't want you to get the wrong impression. Okay. We'll be turning north. And then beyond there, there's the fort, Fort Enid, one of the forts. Fort Lupin. And I think that's going to put us really close to our destination, right? Get back in the cockpit for a minute here. Hey, no, that's not the view I wanted. No, not even close yet. Well, okay. Do. All right, let's go find something else to listen to. This is one of these YouTubes where every time I use one of these artists' music, the creator music licensing agreement. Here's how it works. Basically, every time you use somebody's work in your whatever live stream or video. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Gonna say, do they not want to use these for live streams and videos only? But it seems to be working. I better send some feedback on that. I had better. I am looking something up here, and let me get back outside and put you at least. There's that lighthouse. All right, so there is something there. Okay, so let's play that.
In 1625,
Nope.
the French officer Toiras led the royalist troops when they...
Nope. Wrong thing. Nope. Am I? There we are.
Cordouen Lighthouse is an active lighthouse located 7 kilometers at sea, near the mouth of the Gironde estuary in France. At a height of 223 feet, it is the 10th tallest traditional lighthouse in the world. The Tour de Cordouen, the patriarch of lighthouses, is by far the oldest lighthouse in France. It was designed by leading Paris architect Louis de Foix, and is something of a Renaissance masterpiece, an amalgam of royal palace, cathedral and fort. Started in 1584 and finished in 1611, 3 stories were added in the 18th century. It was restored in 1855 and made a historical monument in 1862, at the same time as Notre Dame de Paris. The light was converted to petroleum gas in 1907 and to electricity in 1948. The lighthouse was fully automated in 2006, although lighthouse keepers are still employed. Indeed, unlike in other lighthouses, maintaining continued keeping in Cordouen was deemed necessary to preserve this especially old and historic lighthouse, as well as to show visitors around. Cordouen is therefore the last inhabited lighthouse in France, after the Cap Frail lighthouse saw its last keeper depart in August 2019.
Okay. Not shorts or live streams. Oh man. Usage details for revenue sharing. Do. No creating an art track, lyric video, or karaoke. Okay. Do. All right. Bubba. Where are we? It's getting awful quiet. Oh. Duh. How embarrassing. So, I might be in violation again. That's why I'm freaking out real quick. You know, I hadn't considered something else. And bam, it just hit me and I'm like, oh my goodness. I hope I'm not making another mistake. And that being that initially you were not allowed to use music from Creator Music in a live stream. But then they're saying it's a long format video. Well, once the live stream is over, it's posted as a long format video, right? So anyway, I'm trying to get clarification. I need to absolutely know where they now stand with that, because the share function is working as intended. Something. All right, well, 54 minutes after the hour, I have to just leave it on autopilot here for a minute and put my head down and fill out this form real quick with YouTube.
The construction of the fort was first considered during a build-up of the French armed forces undertaken by Louis XIV between 1661 and 1667. Fort Boyard was to form a line of fortification with Fort Enet and Fort de la Rade on Ile d'Aix to protect the arsenal of Rochefort from Royal Navy incursions. With the limited range of artillery in the 17th century, there was an unprotected gap between the fields of fire of the fortifications on the islands of Aix and Oloron, A fort on Boyard Bank, roughly midway between the two, would have filled that gap. In 1692 the French engineer Descombes began planning the program of building the fort. However, once it became clear how expensive it would be, the scheme was abandoned. Vauban, Louis XIV's leading military engineer, famously advised against it, saying, "Your Majesty, it would be easier to seize the moon with your teeth than to attempt such an undertaking in such a place." After a British raid on Eel decks in 1757, plans for a fort on Boyard Bank were once again considered. Though plans were drawn up, it was abandoned again due to the logistical problems. Efforts were renewed under Napoleon Bonaparte in 1800, and the following year engineers Ferragut and Armand Samuel de Marescot and Vice Admiral François-Étienne de Rosalie-Mayrose designed a fort to be built on the bank. To facilitate the work, a port was established on Ile d'Oléron. The village of Boyardville was built for the workers. The first stage of construction was to establish a plateau, some 100 by 50 meters, to act as foundation. To this end, stones were piled up on the bank. It has been used as the location for the filming of both the French and international versions of the TV game show of the same name since 1990, and was also the location for filming The Last Adventure, starring Alain Delon, Lino Ventura, and Joanna Shimkus. La Rochelle is a city on the central west coast of France and a seaport on the Bay of Biscay, a part of the Atlantic Ocean. With 75,735 inhabitants in 2017, La Rochelle is the most populated commune in the department. Situated on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, the city is connected to the Ile de Ré by a 2.9-kilometer bridge completed on the 19th of May 1988. Since the Middle Ages, the harbour has opened onto a protected strait, the Portail d'Antioche, and is regarded as a gateway to the ocean because of the presence of its 3 ports. The city has a strong commercial tradition, having an active port from very early on in its history. La Rochelle underwent sustained development in the Middle Ages, and has maintained a standing in modern times because of its port, La Palisse, the only deep-water port of the French Atlantic coast. It is ranked as the 6th most important port of France. The city traces its origins to the Gallo-Roman period, attested by the remains of important salt marshes and villas. The Dukes of Aquitaine granted it a charter as a free port in 1130. With the opening of the English market following the second marriage of Eleanor of Aquitaine in 1152, the presence of the Knights Templar and the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem quickly made this small town the largest port on the Atlantic. To this day, the city still possesses a rich historical fabric, including the St. Nicholas Tower, and an urban heritage. The capital of Aunis, it has become the most important coastal city between the Loire and Gironde estuaries. La Rochelle's urban activities are many in number and strongly differentiated, being a city with port and industrial functions that are still important, but also including a predominantly administrative and tertiary sector that is reinforced by the university and a rapidly developing tourism industry. In the early 21st century, the city has consistently been ranked among France's most livable cities.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I get to look up again, and 9 minutes after the hour. Sorry about that. I am trying to get clarification from the creator team at YouTube on one really particular point of legalese. I mean, wow. Some heavy duty stuff, man. So I'm trying to create a... Oh, I see. That means something has happened. That's what that means. All right, we are basically here. LF. No. Do 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 do. LFVB. So contacting air traffic control. There it is. Saint Hilary de Talmont Airport. And the wind, what do we have? We do have some wind. Oh, it's a 2-knot wind. So not much to worry about coming from, well, it's deciding whether it wants to come from the north or the west. It's kind of northwest. So... damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'll take runway 3. And we're going to announce a full stop landing. Where are we at? 2:12 in the afternoon. You bet, Clay. That's a big deal. Do. Anybody see an airport around here? Oh, we've overflown it. Okay, well, let's turn this ship around. Do. She is so touchy. So I'm gonna have to go in there and mess with controls. I'm just using fingertip touches. There it is. Let's cross it. Full flaps. No, probably only half at the moment. Hey now. What are you doing there, son? Don't stall out. That's cool. They got this field mapped out pretty much at the exact spot you'd really want to be in your traffic pattern. The ground patterns actually help as a student, because you can either turn here or, you know, if you're not comfortable, come out here and turn on one of these, then turn back on one of those across the way there. Nice. Slipped a little too much. I'm not comfortable. Feel like I'm coming in just so fast.
That wasn't the softest landing I've seen.
Well, you're telling me.
Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down your engine.
Righto. All right. Normally I'd go at least till 3 or 4, but after the last couple of days, I can't be making any more mistakes. So I just, have to bite the bullet and listen to what the judge says here in a minute. I'm speaking with them now over at the creator, the partnership program at YouTube on this legalese stuff. And so I need to focus all my attention there. So I'm going to wrap it up right there for the day. That's them right now. Do. At least it was a pleasure being back with you today and getting to do something. So, looks like things are going to change again. So, you'll know when I know, tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Saturday. You'll know when I know on Monday. All right. Kenny signing out. Have a good time this weekend. If you're doing any flying, enjoy your flying, captains. See you soon.